Well, welcome to day 6, and I am just flying along. Today I decided to start juicing basically. So, feeling great, but I thought, I'll come off the fast a little easier by just juicing. So I decided to make a beetroot, celery, and tomato juice. These three vegetables I would have thought was something I probably wouldn't have liked drinking. Tomatoes good for the heart, celery good for the bones, and beetroot good for the blood. And I made a juice, and it tasted awesome. And within about an hour, straight through, in one end, out the other. So it was cleansing. It went through. So I don't know how much of that I retained, but it was good. Didn't have any hunger pains today, so day 6 was tracking along. Did a bit of riding, feeling energized, and also getting some work done on my film. So being a bit productive. So basically, I'm just moving it into juicing now. And I ate a few pistachio nuts as well. So I guess the important thing about fasting is how you come off. I don't want to push my body to shock factor by doing the extreme fasting straight away. So basically I just do a short 5-6 day fast, come off it gently, have a week's grace, go back onto fasting, and slowly extend that time for the next fast. So that way it's gentle on your body. It's not a shock system to your body as well. Gives you a chance, if you haven't done fasting before, it just gives your body a chance to get used to the things that go on. And the reason I'm sort of coming off the fast is two things. I've got my brother's birthday's coming up, and I don't want to be seen antisocial, but I still want to have something to munch on or something like that as well, provided it's healthy. But I feel like I don't want to eat unhealthy food. I'm really craving, well, not really craving, but I'm liking the concept of juicing and raw foods and salads and things like that as well. So it's been a very quick week for me. I've just sort of flown by. Quite surprised. This is probably the longest out of the fastings I've done. Everyone's commenting on the first one, so I'm just sort of reviewing them now. Someone said maybe it was parasites in my stomach that were making all that noise. I don't think so, because I've been practicing UT for quite some time, so which kills parasites, or majority. You can never get rid of every single parasite in your body. You do need some, but you can put them under control. So I doubt it whether I have major, long, crazy things inside me, which some people find. They find that tapeworms and all sorts of weird stuff come out. And you also got to listen to your body. You got to listen to what your body's telling you. So my body's sort of saying, yeah, I could go, keep going, but it's also saying, time to come off as well. So what is that? What is that telling me about? Sorry, I'm just going to screen distracted. What is that telling me about my body? It's saying, it is saying I want to come off, because I want to gentle myself off, and then I want to go back in again. So I just do these little on and offs. And from what I've seen, the people that are practicing UT for health, they're always recommended to go on fast, off fast, on fast, off fast. And the fast is that's that period of healing and getting balance as well, so not overdoing it. I don't need to go to extreme. I don't need to be an extremist. I don't need to do 30 days. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just doing a cleanse, and just going for that period of time. And everyone's asking me about my angels, and who are they, what are they. So I decided to start writing them down. I did talk about them. Yes, I do see them. It's not something I tell general people about. But I'll tell you a story. My first angel I saw was Angel Michael. Arch Michelangelo, and that was when I was living in New York, and I used to go down and meditate on the waterfront in Bedford Avenue, just in Williamsburg on 6th Avenue, before they built all these high rises down there. And I used to just watch the sunset and have conversations. And then one day I was having a deep conversation, and I asked for the angel to reveal himself. And he descended from above right in front of me. And I was like in awe. He had the most incredible wings. They were just like so long, all the way down to the bottom of his feet. It was massive. And he was so chiseled, like a Botticelli statue. And it was, I asked who he was, and he was Michael, and he was unbelievable, the most beautiful angel I've ever seen. And then I asked the question, because someone asked me, do you actually see them? And that was the thing I questioned him. It's like, can I see you? And he replied, well, what are you seeing? And I said, well, explain what I saw with the wings and everything. And he said, well, then you can see me. And I kept questioning. It's like, yeah, but is it real? And he goes, well, what do you mean? I said, well, is it in my mind, or am I actually seeing you? And he said, what difference does that make? Can you actually see me? And I was like, yeah. So he went into detail about, we can see things from the past. Now, can you imagine, and he put this as an example, think of a time in your life when you were the most happiest, who you were with and where you were and the sounds and everything. And if you reflect back onto that moment, you actually see it. You see it within yourself. You see it in your mind. You see it with what happened. Some people recall smells. So we are visual, so we can see that, and thus it exists. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. So, I played around with this for about half an hour with him, just battering questions back and forth, but is it real, whatever, and so forth. And it's kind of like they use you as a vessel to come out, which is interesting. So, we battled on for quite some time and had a great conversation. So with the angels that visited me on the first night, there was quite a few, and I've started writing them down and what their descriptions were, and I'll probably get into that in some more blogs later on, and just see how we go with that one. But when I do tarot reading for friends and things like that, sometimes their angels visit me, and I do see that sort of stuff. So yes, they do come. Don't forget, I used to be clairaudio, which is hearing, and that kind of freaked me out at one point, so I sort of put a block on it, and then years later I asked, is there other ways, and not thinking there was clairvisual, clairsentient, so clairvoyancy, being visual. So it came in different ways. So yeah, look, it is possible. It's something I don't usually indulge too much about, that aspect of me. It's something I find private, but guess what? It's out there now. It's in YouTube land. But yeah, so they're there. I will probably get into more detail of some of the other angels that I saw and what their metaphors were. Maybe I'll write some angel cards. Need an artist. Go in combination. But yeah, so I was feeling really good. So yeah, it's just breezing by. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for following. There's a whole bunch of stuff on my page, as some of you subscribers would realize. If you're not subscribing, then feel free to join on and have a look. Lots of information there. I'm going to post up an interview soon that I'm just doing the subtitles, which is Dr. Nakal's interview, and he was being interviewed at the age of 90 in Japan. So I'm just getting that all translated, which is really fascinating information there as well. So basically, juicing from now on, I do think I'll probably eat tonight and have a salad, some fresh grated beetroot, lettuce, and that basil dressing I've been craving for, and which I made. So it's a beautiful dressing. And so I'll leave the blogs for now. So this will be my last one, because basically I'm just going to sort of eat vegetarian juicing and so forth, and that's my coming off. And then I might try a longer fast in another blog later on, and we'll go from there. So it's been a great journey, and for all those who are thinking about fasting, you just get your support network with you, and stay away from food sometimes, because the temptation's really tough. But yeah, just put yourself in that environment, and like I say, do it with intent. This is the one of the fastings that I've done that I've come off it in such a easier way by doing juicing and light food. Whereas sometimes you can just get so hungry that you eat the wrong foods and then you feel that ugh. So we'll see how we go, and because otherwise we'll be here for 30 days, wouldn't we? Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this 5-6 day fast blog. Cheers, bye.